collective, Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising, Virgo Venus, Virgo Mars. All the Virgos on the planet, welcome to my reading. This is your monthly January predictive reading for a whole month, so that's why it's quite long. Special thing about my reading is that I keep them live in YouTube Live, and this allows you to co-create with me as well, ask a psychic question at the end of this reading. Now I go with Virgo. So Virgo, you got a heart chakra crystal. So it's about being a true lover. What does it mean for January to be a true lover? Not to fake it, because that's the actor archetype that can be activated and destroyed through love. Just acting the part, but how you really love, that's the thing. Then we have here a moon card, pre-selected, my own deck. Welcome, this is sacred space, stay magical. Maybe it wants to say, of course, moon is always mysterious and things are hidden and kept in secret, and there is something that you can't see even. It is like a subconscious thing. But you have had before in your reading that you would be in the full power in the full moon. And again, I would interpret this like when the full moon, next full moon come, this could be a really good time for you. Pay attention, something about this full moon. Full moon is always like female cycles also, so it's kind of like that's in the spotlight now in January. We have here also this text. Snowflakes are like kisses from the sky. And today's theme is live your dream. So we have this shadow related spread in the end. It's here. I'm gonna look into the shadows in the relationship, but also kind of like trying to manifest it, because new moon that is now starting, new moon in Capricorn, is really time to kind of manifest things to the material world. So it helps a lot to see clear and have this kind of clear mind, clarity about what's going in the shadows. Then you kind of they are not stopping you, let's say. So we start with the opportunity of the month with this Finnish Ukonpakka deck. This is related to heart chakra. So Virgo, what is your opportunity for the month of January? And then we see this Apollo deck. What is your challenge for January? All the Virgos, I think now, what is your challenge in January? Opportunity is Metsenpeit. Okay, 2 of Pentacle, I guess. Sometimes one can get lost in the mind. I think I have to read this because it's a special thing. It's nice to see 37 people live looking my monthly Virgo reading. Welcome. Wow, is somebody giving me money even here? Wow, who is here? My screen is a little bit bad, but I see £10 here for New Year. Thank you. Who is this? Is this the... Okay, my screen doesn't move. I see just the £10. Is this wearing red bed? No, who is this? Anyway, let's continue. I think this screen moves and then I can see. Daisy, say hi. And this, okay, my really this, I cannot see. Oh yeah, wearing red bed, £10, yes. Yes, I'm doing hard work, thank you. Thank you. Is this meaning that maybe you wanna have a psychic reading today? Because this could be a nice way for me to thank you, because some readings I skipped. I didn't give it because there was nobody around, right side. So hold on the last moment and then I give a one psychic reading, maybe. This could be a good thing for you. Anyway, wearing red bed is Taurus, not a Virgo, but here we go. I'm gonna read this. So it's a very nice gesture, because the YouTube is, as I'm a small maker, actually I'm kind of dreaming that I would hit 1,500 and there is really few left to do that. Somehow the pointer is not moving. Subscribers are just hanging below the 1,500, so let's see which day this happens. But hopefully end of the year. I'm making still many readings. Metsenpeitto. Let's read. This is your opportunity. Even it looks a bit like a negative card. So it can be interesting to be aware. I read from this book. Always my books. I'm a little bit book nerd, but this is your opportunity, Virgo, for the month of January. Change, refreshing your spiritual and physical levels, getting out of the routines, needing your own space, temporary situations, and finding a balance. Yes, of course, Two of Pentacles is usually like a balancing forces, but ability to enjoy the simple things in life. That's the opportunity now. So there's a little story about this. This is, of course, related to Finnish Kalevala national epoch. Yes, Very Redbird was here when I talk about Tolkien. Like this thing is like our stories are kind of pre-Tolkien, pre-Hobbit stuff. So here, sometimes it might happen that when you are wandering the forest, the ground people would make people get lost. And they would kind of get enchanted and get lost in the forest that they didn't know any more path home. And if somebody was enchanted by the forest, they might kind of like have this kind of, how you call it, like amnesia, like be in the kind of places they know, but they would still get lost. And they would disappear like the earth would have swallowed them, and they would turn to be like rocks and like a chunk of trees. And sometimes the animals that had this destiny found out to be dead, and some people were able to get free from this enchantment. So the person who was in this state would hear and see everything around, but couldn't like have stalk or react. Almost like being freezed. Like there is always this kind of response in if you have some scary animal reaction, kind of like you are fleeing, you are freezing, or you are like fighting. And this would be like you would be completely just like staring and being completely freezing state. But that's your like an opportunity. What is it that it's almost like you stop in the woods like some deer and you are like just freeze. Like deers, I have seen real deers in the forest and they are like completely like they look like a stone faced. They are so like scared, I guess, that they are just like freezed. And then they are like, okay, I'm pretending to be a statue and nobody noticed me, but this is something, your opportunity. But yes, that's so nice to see this kind of, yeah, I can wait to do others first. Yes, you are patient. It's a good quality. Thank you for your contribution. It's like possible, but not many people do it. But indeed, I sit here many hours and I get like nothing. So yeah, it's a nice gesture. So if kids would end up like this, they would be like be in this kind of freezing state when somebody found them. Anyway, the meaning of this card is that this can be a sign that you have a need to rest in your own space for a while, because there's been so much things turning around you and so much action. I mean, I could imagine like my mom, who is a big Christmas person, has been like, okay, now I need to rest a little bit because I've been cooking and taking care of everybody so much, like let me rest a little bit. This is like January. January is like a resting month. Beautiful, like aligned with the winter energy. Yes, winter is completely this kind of take it easy, rest a little bit, do a little bit like a massage or some beautiful like self-care, go to sauna, take it easy. So it could be good for you to take a day that is only for you. And yes, no worries, you are just enjoying, and there's no hurry. Like this is opportunity, like to take that time for yourself. Like you deserve it, Virgo, to go to some good massage. I know my sister has brought me also in very good massage in Finland. It's like really, can be like really needed sometime. She's a dancer, so I mean she needs what any other person who is not a dancer also need a good massage. So just take it. You deserve it, Virgo. Take all the like the wellness you can. That's now in January. So your challenge. Oh my God. So Jupiter guy is here. I don't know if Jessica is online, but I was making a reading to one very active member here to see the shadow readings. And this was the look of the guy that was meant for her in the next year. But this is now Virgo's challenge. This kind of Jupiter guy. Jupiter in general is very expansive energy. What does it mean? Yes, I think maybe wearing red bear you were here when I did this reading, but now we got it for Virgo's challenge. So is Virgo gonna have a relationship with this too? Is there a competition? Shout out to Jessica who's Aries. There is Virgo also busy with this guy. I don't know, but this is now here interesting. It could be, it looks even like my dad. So I mean my mom has a husband like this. But anyway, let's see. This is Virgo's challenge. Jupiter guy, expensive, everybody's favorite uncle. I always remember that from that card. So, who is this? What does it mean? Let's read Virgo's challenge for January. This is just January energy. It's gonna happen something. Jupiter is like everyone's favorite uncle, generous, fun, and charming. He is known as the great benefactor. He always is surrounded by the crowd who bask in the favors flowing in his wake. Jupiter is a large planet and astrologically packs a big punch. Jupiter represents expansion, growth, progress, and abundance. Although often associated with material good luck, Jupiter also blesses our lives in other ways by bringing joy, faith, inspiration, and understanding. All of these experiences usually lead to a healthy optimism that encourages us to expand our worlds with new experiences such as traveling, networking, and taking classes. The 5 of Fire in reading lets us know that good things are food and to enjoy them. Whatever lucky break comes our way is a gift which can be enjoyed for its own sake alone, or it can be parlayed into something even greater. Use the happiness and optimism that the gift generates to create even more good luck by seeking out even more experiences. Oh, let's see. Virgos can report back what was happening with the Jupiter. But maybe you could look the Jupiter placement. There is always this interesting star events happening. I'm not astrologer. Sometimes I'm really up to date, but there is definitely interesting Pisces energy now for 2025. I don't know, was it something to do with Jupiter too? But anyway, this is here. These are your monthly cards. And then you have, of course, this full moon energy, something about remembering the, maybe even this kind of subconscious mind, becoming aware of some underlying hidden things that the moon usually is. But it can be a female cycle also, like emotions going around in the cycle. So maybe now it's time to see the rune for Virgos. We have here hope. Interesting. This, I mean, it's not totally same, but there's kind of like a same shape going on here. This kind of skeleton here, but anyway, interesting. I like to see if there is in the reading, there's sometimes really cards are matching. Even afterwards, I might notice it like, wow, these cards were like in Leo, for example. This Sacred Destiny was very similar to my card, and I only noticed it in the end. Say, very good say, your personal cards are the best artwork. Thank you. Yeah, I hope one day I get this, I can sell them. Now, of course, they're handmade, so I'm not gonna sell any like handmade. Imagine if I have to do like 78 card by hand and then sell it like I'm going to make this in the computer eventually to sell this deck if and when it's happening. But now I'm glad that even the deck is missing 20 cards, I can use them already. So it's kind of fun when the empty card appears. It gives me this kind of gamifying thing, like, okay, now Silva, I have to design the next card. Like, it actually gives me that. And even today I was thinking about the next card that is a Libra card. It's the Six of Swords. I have to design it before I come back now today for Libra, because I cannot do the reading without the card. So people have to wait me starting the reading and then know like I have been able to design, but I got the idea for it. So after this reading, I will just have to sit on my desk and draw it. But yeah, this is interesting. I let myself be in this process. And even if I have been starting to do these cards in a different way, actually, maybe now you are so interested in this. This is art piece that is not finished. Look, there is like a high priestess, very big painting in my room. But like that's how I started. I started to paint in the big A3, A2. I start to draw. No, A2. I start to draw this, paint this, and then I've been going forward. Then like the paintings were first deck. The next one has been the paper cut deck, and eventually this one. It's a cool thing that it's like allowing me to bring the animals more. Like I find it like, as the whole point of this deck is a shadow work. In my even other decks are meant to be used for shadow work. This is really funny that you can include these animals here more. And yeah, I like that this is coming out like this. But this is a character from my drawings before already. This focus fox with the third eye open. Clarity, fox clarity. Anyway, very elfish, I like it, say Baring Rebel. Now, I'm gonna show you, before we go to this lock lady box to see the current feelings of a person. No, astrological. We have already Jupiter on the table, but what else? Imagine I'm not astrolog, but I have a spirit guys helping me. So what they can fast kind of like deliver now Virgo, what the Virgo has to pay attention. Let's see what is coming. Is it also Jupiter? What is it? What Virgo needs to notice? Aries, okay. Confirmation, like somebody in the relationship with the Aries, for example, like my mom. It could be something about that, but it can be something else for others. And now, interesting that Aries is here. Anyway, spiritual energies to meet the challenge of mental, your desires regarding physical, resulting from the honesty and strength of. Aries can be very straightforward. That is the energy here. Maybe it's something to do with this Jupiter. Similar, like a very like a fiery power, firepower. For January, starting things like a fire starter. And Jupiter is like expansive energy, challenge to be this kind of expansive from your normal comfort zone, and do something really like a fire starter. Energies to meet the challenge of like rise your energies, like it's really fire. So now we see already preview of this Sacred Destiny will be your advice card. Bring all the reading together in the end. Virgo's January, what Virgo needs to know. Wow, gateway, unicorn. Beautiful stuff going on here. The horned unicorn, there is this Aries, but this is like there was this kind of lost in the woods, but this unicorn is getting out of it. Like it's interesting, like a unicorn is often this kind of awakening and really higher self. I think if you would meet a unicorn in the forest, you would indeed freeze like this. It would be kind of like a sight. Like, oh no, what's going on here? I thought you were like a fantasy creature, but here you are in my forest path. I don't know, maybe you are stepping into some unusual one in a million person or situation that you are like momentarily like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Yeah, the varying represent say, would you rather have a unicorn or Pegasus? This is a choice. Whoever is Virgo watching, which is better? Unicorn is of course healer type. Unicorn is actually connected very much to the full moon. I have another deck. Sometimes I go doing this, that I show when I get the intel from my brain, like this is the card. I'm gonna show it also now to you, because sometimes I connect cards from the other decks, and indeed here we have a both unicorn and the full moon in the same. So if you have a full moon on the table as your overall energy for January, and then you got this as advice, this is having them both, and this is completely healer card. Full moon and unicorn. So interesting. Varying red, a horse with wings sounds awesome. Yeah, Pegasus is actually, it is a different energy. Yes. Let me show, because you want to bring it up. You are anyway part of this creation now, because you are saying things. It's like, that's why I like to do the readings like this, because it's almost like the energies are like this, like certain people are guided to be in the reading in a certain time, and I think there's a meaning that you are here saying this. Like in the same deck where there's a unicorn, if you would choose which one you like the most, Pegasus is really this kind of messenger of gods, Apollo style. So it's also very powerful. And this deck is an emperor, and it's an Aries. And you, Virgo, got Aries here, so indeed it's kind of like interesting that you maybe are the unicorn, but your person is the Pegasus. Yeah, very impressive. Sorry, I'm just chatting, but I want to take this notes part of the reading, because it is something that I might not come up, but it's adding to another level. I feel like people are talking too few on the campfire anymore, and that was how people used to be, even with the shamans or healers. They gathered together. It's not just this one person from the platform was just talking, but this was a co-creation. So, but this could be the couple dynamic even. You are more like this healer unicorn, feminine moon thing, and this Pegasus is emperor type, like Aries. So interesting. You can see it this way too. This is anyway in the end. Now, before we go any further, we take the current feelings of your person. So if you have a person or the highest person in the universe for you, this is the messages. I've been gathering like a whole last year or longer, like just very organic how I have gathered these feelings one by one. It's interesting. So very regrets. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just asking a question. Love your reads. It's good. Somebody is actually looking at what I do. For me, this is like a passion project. Who knows how long it takes that I can start finally earning. Like if you now gave me £10, like imagine since April I've earned like €11 and I cannot cash it. Like it is so slow. Like when you have few subscribers, it's like few pennies. Like it's nothing, but I have to take it so that I have a lot of motivation with different levels. It gives me a lot also to draw this card. All this thing can be one day maybe giving me something, but of course people have taken private readings with me. This is also possible. Now I'm not actually even saying about it, because there is this opportunity to take a membership, and then you get a recorded 20-minute private reading, and I can do it that way. I think it's a beautiful way. It's like €25 and you have a membership. You can see all my videos, and then you are like having this, that I go to a walk, this intuitive walk, and now it's very misty weather. I will do this, I will document what I see, like you have a question, I answer it by walking it, decorating just for you, and then even doing the reading recorded. So this is only €25. So if you want to take that, this would be like a nice way to start doing this next year, if people would take it more. Because then in my course content, it's included with this too, that you can follow this kind of psychic lessons, so you can get deeper and deeper with becoming psychic yourself. So who knows who is interested of this, but not many people have awakened to this yet. But it's possible. If you check my memberships, there is this Okay, I have to feel these cards. I really know. Virgo. Virgo. Okay. I take one more or something from this one. What is happening here? Virgo. And this one. Something is happening in the Alice garden. Are we gonna paint this all white roses red? Something like this. What is it here? The Huntress. This word in English is like, what is tethered? But I have written it. Huntress is tethered to her inner strength, not only ruled by her mind, and like a skilled warrior, she intuits when to act with clear precision. A connected peripheral vision can be combined with a attuned gut instinct guides her to move from clear willpower and healthy ego. She is committed to facing her fears head on and understands how to manage her energy body. She holds Zen-like key of insourcing rather than outsourcing. Reaching within rather than reacting defensively. Interesting. Current feelings of a person, seeing you like a huntress. This is like this is a knowledge I know. I have a female friend who hunts actually. Maybe this is not the most nice thing for any vegetarian to hear, but this person is like telling me how a friend is telling me how she hunts, and she has to stand still, very still in the forest, that the animal doesn't notice her. So she might have to stand with the weapon like very long. Maybe this is something you have to stay still and listen to spirit. This is even a wisdom, like you can really ask like a psychic questions, like a really like a higher self question from yourself. Be in this intuitive walk and then be receptive. And if you get this answer, it might look like this, like, oh my god, I actually got like a really amazing information here. But indeed, you have to be like still for that. Trevor Mayers is here. Welcome. We are talking about hunting a unicorn. Could be yourself too, because I was connecting this kind of Virgo energy here, but this is an advice card in the end. Huntress. A person sees you as a huntress. Then we have here solar plexus chakra. I accept responsibility for all decisions I make in my life. This is a very good attitude to take responsibility, very adult-like, very Virgo-like, yes, taking responsibility. Nirvana, heart-shaped box. I got new complaint. Hey, wait, I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. I've been drawn into your magnetar pit trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn black. Forever in debt for your priceless advice. Whatever is this? Emotional roller coaster, high and lows, restless pleasure and pain, non-committal addictive connection. It really reminds me also this kind of like a winter in Finland, like you go with the snow hills, and it's really but in relationship indeed things can be up and down. It can be like they feel like they like some days are good, some days are bad, but they are wanting to be on the right with you. And bachelor, okay. This bachelor is the Knight of Cups. Really, maybe there is some suitor around you, Virgo. I think this would be a message for Virgos not being married, because I think Virgos are very like loyal partners, but there is this bachelor energy. Then we go now to the writer's block. I don't know any Virgo being writer, but maybe we get a random message how the Virgo can write better. I think the same message came for Leo. So $5. Trace the journey of a $5 bill through the lives of 5 different owners. What was exchanged during the transactions? How much or how little did the transaction mean to each of the people involved? Javamers, I need a new love now. Yeah, you were asking about this relationship before, but indeed this is like, let's say, past year, like now we are still in 2044. You can be kind of like let go this old relationship. But we go to Javan Meyers. If you are here when I start my Libra reading, if you were not here when I said I have to design the card first, because there's a card. And that's interesting. It's like a Six of Swords. It's a healing card actually. So maybe it's applicable to you, this energy really, for the month of January. You need healing. Let's focus now on Virgo. So you got this dollar bill writing prompt. And now we are going to this main flesh of this reading, which is the... yes, I have to use this deck here. We will have more heart chakra related Ukonpakka deck. This is gonna be your deck for this Live Your Dream reading. Okay, let's put this bit here. So I will use, it's many cards. I don't know if I read all, but I'm gonna show once more. This will be the finished book I'm gonna refer. And we are now doing this Live Your Dream reading. Russian agent is here. A Russian agent is here. Hi, how was your weekend? Yes, I was a bit tired yesterday after 5 readings, and now this is my first reading today. Today is now already afternoon in Belgium, but who knows how many I can do today because my son comes soon back home, so that influence, of course, always me, how much I can do. When he's not here, I can do much more. So Virgo, this is a spread where I see the horoscope sign as a light, the shadow as a person, because you're going to querying of somebody you don't know, even possibly, or how can you know? The energies are there, but I'm going to make it visible. And then, of course, this could be hidden part of yourself, your own shadow, part of your relationship. You're carrying it around, and you're like projecting this shadow to others. It can be like that, but now we are making all visible, so you can live your dream. You start to manifest from this clarity point, and then it can happen even tomorrow that you will have this dream life. That's my intention, that we start living our dream in the 2025. So Virgo. So what do you think, Virgo, is your dream relationship? I'm gonna nosy in now to see it. What is your dream relationship for the person you are involved? What trust and commitment mean to you? I'm gonna use your heart chakra also here. I think the heart chakra is very meaningful. Like there has to be true love. There has to be like a real love and not fake. Like really honest, heartfelt feelings. But we will see, this is the trust and commitment. And what you dream in this relationship, you and your partner, possible partner. Dreaming is a beautiful thing to do, because it's really kind of like a shamanic thing even, like it's connected to a subconscious mind, and like people should just dream more, because it's possible to indeed dream so much that they become reality. Anyway, let's see. So dream relationship, I think everything comes upside down, so I'm not gonna take it upside down. Let's see. This liekkiö. This is going a little bit mystic sense now, because this is some hidden, I think I have to read this. It's like hidden flame. Let's see. These stories are really not the most normal here, but I like for that this. I have noticed that they have published this with a different name. Something. The maker is Susanna Salo, but it is possible to find this in English nowadays. I'm translating from Finnish. So it's a position of you, Virgo. What is your dream relationship? And you got this little flame. So, just, this is not always the most positive. It's like talking about a child that is born outside the marriage. It's flame that reminds you that you have opportunities that you didn't use, or sadness and loss. Those loss can be related to relationships, or tell about forbidden feelings. The fire, this kind of fire, is born from the injustice that and the thing in you that can't live. Something in you, some idea or new growth possibility cannot get space in your life, and it would need it to come out. This is almost like a seed of like discontent, like there's something in you that want to come out. And interesting that this dream relationship, I guess that you can be whoever you are, almost like like nobody is blocking you to have this growth. But when you have this blocking energy, it can kind of be like a ghost coming to rise his head at times, and the community around you might not support your growth, and that's how this comes. And you are burying these feelings or memories, but you should like release this energy and not to be too hard on yourself, because everybody do mistakes in their life. And remember, the real mistakes doesn't exist, even because we are all here to grow and develop, and every step we take, even the wrong one, will bring us further and support our growth. And we learn through the mistakes. So it's almost like this image, look, even this light side, almost like twisted, because you got this energy of the moon here. This is also secrets, hidden secrets. It's almost like now the moonlight lights all what is there. Like the light becomes shadow, like you are seeing very clear. But that is a dreaming relationship. You have this clarity that you're not anymore like pondering, like there's almost this kind of repressed trauma, and it is inside of you, but it is like dream that you will be free of that baggage, that you will be like indeed have a growth when this is released. Interesting. Your person, and I'm not take upside down because I think that everything was everything. So golden woman, that is an interesting story. Is this 9 of Pentacles, independent woman? Kultainen nainen. Can I not see it? Yes. No, it's a 9 of Wands. It's more this kind of Sagittarius energy. Which one was I was lately drawing this card. Let's have a reference point, because yes, did I realize even that this was a 3 of Swords? This is really this card of heartbreak in this deck, but it's like this flame. And then we have a 9 of Wands. So that card I have not designed, but this, yes. I will show that because it gives some clarity. Nine of Wands. Oh, it's so sweet, because I have inherited this from my grandma, this kind of painting. I made a kind of copy of it here. It's a Cinderella card. The person likes this Cinderella thing about you. No matter how hard is grieving, if you keep on believing the dream that you wish will come true, Cinderella says. So this is that kind of energy here. This is like a golden woman that was made with the fire. There was this whole smith making a woman, but maybe I don't read it, but I think the Cinderella is better description. It like there is a lot of like hard work that needs to be put in. The person likes this, that you're a hard-working woman or man. This is a nice thing that you are like not giving up, that you are like going for all kind of challenges. Like Cinderella also is like, is a very kind person, but also hardworking. Then we got here the next, what trust and commitment mean. Wow, this is another maiden. If there was this golden woman, your side is this temperance angel card, is like a beauty of the north. Let's read about this, because it's trust and commitment. Maybe that everything is like very heart alchemy indeed, because the heart is here, is truly like balanced. Let's see a person. Wow, this is 6 of Cups. It's like the nostalgic soulmate. It's more like the Swamp Lady. It's a nice trust and commitment. Is going through a swamp also is a hard thing. I was talking sometimes about this card, part of the never-ending story, like the wearing red bear was here also when we talk about this horse that sank in the swamp, and the sadness can sometimes be this kind of swamp feelings. And then the advice of this card is like not to go to this kind of too sinking parts with the feeling, but walk around the danger spots. But this trust and commitment is like somebody is careful maybe with the emotions, to not lose it, not to go in depression or something. Like there is like this, the path to the relationship keep you on the right path, let's say. Yes, the relationship keep you on the right path, that you're not going to these extremes. And actually, Virgo, you're coming this balancing energy, so it's really beautiful. Like if the mist goes less, out of the mist comes this beautiful maiden of the north. So it's like, yes, partner might have like a vision of it, but this is the actually, it is behind the mist, a true gem. Okay, then we have here what you dream in this relationship. Again, you got this card that was your challenge. Maybe you are really wanting to be awe-struck of somebody, like, wow, who is this person? What are you doing? Like the wow effect. Like you are like, yeah, like got stopped on your way, like you're maybe busy bee, but then you're like just stopped, like, wow, like who is this person? So this relationship is like you're stopping one, like a understanding, like the present moment is perfect, and this kind of moments of like a true awakening even. Because we're talking about kind of like, this is the hunter in the woods, the huntress is again here. Dream relationship, so you can be this kind of person who notices things, keen eyes. And then your person, wow, there is a, I think this is a Knight of Cup. So it's very the cup energy in here. Dream relationship, that the person is really this kind of romantic. If here was kind of stay away from the dangerous, depressive, or this kind of like a sinking feelings, here is like swimming in this kind of happy, love-dovey feelings. Maybe this is the card we read here. It's a very positive card. Very connected again to this kind of subconscious mind. Very connected to this kind of energy that's going on here. And interestingly, this is underlying in your subconscious, possible, this kind of underneath the water, like almost like Titanic sink, but there was this kind of iceberg underneath, and it's almost like our subconscious mind is this thing under the water that it's very huge influence on us. This talks about that, this card. But it's very sensual, maybe, this kind of energy, that there's a lot of emotions involved. Very feminine. Like a little mermaid here, kind of. There's Cinderella and Little Mermaid already, like a fairy tales. Vetehinen, maljojen ritari. This is possible Virgo's person's is dreaming in this relationship about this kind of thing. Ability to react in situations that are unprepared, like it's happening suddenly. Possible to transformation, taking care of the emotional needs, fast implementation, self-confidence and power. Interesting. This is actually a manly water spirit, and where this water spirit lives is usually in lakes and in like a ponds, and it's kind of like an elf of the water. It's kind of lake elf. So there was a Finnish story about the elf of the lake who had an argument with the neighbor of the lake. And then this Vetehinen came to the land and went to get a work from the nearby farm. Owner of the place was kind of like a wonder, like how come this new helper didn't want other than this kind of like a sithe as a salary, but was letting this person work. When the person had done the work and got this sithe, he went back to the water kingdom. But soon after, the other lake got all red and has used the sithe to kill the other elf in the other lake. It was kind of working on the land to get the tool, and then it's really like a vendetta energy here, actually. Like justice had to be served. But okay, meaning of this card, this is your person's dreaming in this relationship. The water elf is guarding the underwater world and unknown depthness of life. In those depths, swimming in those depths is very good sign, because diving deep, bravery to unknown, you are getting understanding of your situation. And the underlying cave is usually like a sign of something in your mind that you are not aware. But inside of you, you can find a lot of treasures, and even the goldfish are a sign of that. Interesting, this thing. So this is a Virgo reading. I think I have done a long reading already. I think I gave you all cards. No, advice card. So this is Live Your Dream. Beautiful, like a maiden, and this really like a beautiful energy here. Virgos are often like said to be the angel of the zodiac. There is like a Cinderella, there is like a mermaid, there is like a beauty here. There's a lot of this kind of female energy, but now gateway is your like advice. And I don't see the clock while I do this reading, but I have to pay attention that my child is not on my door soon. I was promising a reading for Wearing Red Bird if he's still here. This is Virgo's advice now. Enchanted Valley. There are places on the planet where the veil between the physical realms and the mystical dimensions is especially thin. These places are called portals, vortexes, or spiritual gateways. In mythology, they are revered as places where things beyond ordinary reality can occur. Mystics, visionaries, and shamans can traverse this realm and the next through these places. These are really liminal places, this kind of like a swamp here even. In Celtic traditions, the wee folk, fairies, and elves easily move through these portals and have access to these magical places. The Enchanted Valley is the place where these portals often appear. The sacred landscape wants you to know, Virgo. Magic is afoot, wondrous events are unfolding, profound revelations and inner illuminations are close at hand. It is now much easier to manifest your dreams. It's very positive for this whole reading that the theme is like live your dream. So pay attention, this is a Capricorn new moon. It's also said to be manifest easy. Here is a confirmation, things are easy to manifest. You just have the clarity of your mind, what you want to manifest. So just be very focused and it might actually happen, like whatever you wish now, there is a huge chance to this. This is an excellent time to take action on your visions for your future. A small amount of action now will generate much bigger results. Gateways to spirit are opening and there are places where the veil is especially thin. Fairies and elves are supporting you. Wonders are blossoming in your life. Watch for them. Open your heart to hallowed, holy magical energy. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. And I think the whole key is this heart opening. Like heart, if it's blocked, we cannot manifest anything. Manifestation happens with the love and the heart energy. So, I mean, nobody can kind of force somebody to love, but like if you are really realizing like being acting a part or being fake about things is not the way to go, but really feeling it, healing it, like it really, the heart is such a magnetic center. So you could focus on this kind of heart healing now in January, and this helps you to manifest for sure. This is the magical thing when your heart is open. So there can be something, always when I get these crystals, there's this healing needed for that special chakra often. I will give you one line from this. I have this kind of booklet of chakras to give you a little hint about this. Ask yourself, do you experience difficulty with relationship, lack of compassion or hopelessness? Affirmation, I love myself unconditionally. I give and receive love fully and effortlessly. So indeed from self-love, if even, can be starting. And a closed heart chakra can give way to grief, anger, jealousy, fear of betrayal, and hatred towards yourself and others. Physical imbalances may manifest as heart conditions, respiratory problems, or upper back pain. But open yourself to love. I give you still this because you need it, looks like. The fourth chakra, also referred to as the heart chakra, is located at the center of the chest and includes the heart, cardiac plexus, thymus gland, lungs, and breasts. It also rules the lymphatic system. Like here is the picture. The Sanskrit word for the fourth chakra is anahata, which means unstuck or unhurt. The name implies that beneath the pains and grievances of past experiences lies a pure and spiritual place where no hurt exists. When your heart chakra is open, you are flowing with love and compassion, you are quick to forgive, and you accept others and yourself. The acceptance, in my own experience, I can say accepting is really the key. Accept your shadow even. Even this is showing us your person. The Cinderella might be your shadow, to be this kind of Cinderella. And the text here I read again because it's very meaningful for this heart too. No matter how heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. So this was a Virgo reading. I hope you like it and hope this heart starts to open now in January, because that will make a huge magic in your life. I can guarantee that. And I see like I even earned €12.07 from this reading. Wow. Thank you very much. You want to now ask me a question? Because I could pull you a crystal first to see what is this. I'm just a little bit afraid that my child is soon at the door and I don't hear it from this room. but let's see. Maybe I can do something very, very, very fast. Should be a little time left. This kind of English thing like a Harry Potter oval on the table. Are you still here, Varingredbert? Because if you're not, maybe I come back and then you can ask also. We can do also this. So I don't see any comment now. So if I don't see any comment, I think I stop this reading here. I come back and then indeed I can give you a reading because you even give me a nice donation. Anybody wanting to do this, always thank you. This is always helping me to go on with my tarot channel and buy new decks and all things that cost also money. Okay, thank you and bye.